as it's written, Job 8 and 8. It's very foolish to learn other people's history and not your own.
That's right.
You know? If you niggas who join Islam, you a fool, man. You don't know your history. First of all, the reason why a lot of them Hamites and them Jakes over in Africa learn Islam because the Arabs subjugated them, man. Okay? They brought that foolishness into Africa, man. Alright? That's not who we are, man. And the one of the richest men that ever lived was an Israelite. Outside of Solomon, we're talking about secular history, was Mansa Musa, man. And they never taught you that in school, man. Never. If you can't find, because I think they say they debunking that story now with the 24 beads. I saw an article on it the other day. They say they now are debunking that. I don't know if you can find it.
I'm looking for it.
Right? But you could just put that story and put debunk here.
Yep. I'm looking for it right now. It's an article, right?
Yeah, or anything you can see. That was a straight up and down lie, man. Did we get First Maccabees? Or no?
No, I still got it.
Oh, if you find anything, we just refer Maccabees and then we'll jump to Mansa Musa then.
Con.
You never learned that in you never learned anything about. They say you came from Africa, but they never told you about anything. Israel's kingdom, man. Kingdom of Benin, the Oyo Empire. Right? They don't tell you anything, man. Right? But to the power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, we learned that coming in the truth, man.
Yeah.
What they got? They got something? Yeah.
It says, revisited myth, number 45. The Dutch bought Manhattan for $24 worth of beads. It says, only one period document mentions anything about the purchase of Manhattan. This letter states that the island was purchased from the Indians for 60 guilders worth of trade goods, which would consist of things like axes, iron kettles, and wool clothing. No reason beads couldn't have been included, but nothing tells us exactly what the mix was. Indians were notoriously shrewd traders and would not have been fooled by worthless trinkets.
Yeah, so that's an insult.
Yeah.
They gave up a whole island for $24 worth of beads. And they was teaching this nonsense when we were young.
Yeah.
Oh, how did they get Manhattan? Oh, they sold it for $24 worth of beads. They got the Native American masters are making beads, man. Show me one Edomite settler that had beads, man. Oh, here these beads. Oh, yeah, we'll take that for, you can have the whole island. What's this? Motherfucker, Gadites and masters are making that shit, man.
Yeah.
So that's a straight up and down lie, man. They ain't trade for shit. They took it. Just like the first slaves were sold on Wall Street. That was the first stock was slaves, man. And they built that wall to prevent other invaders from coming in. Oh yeah, let's read First Maccabees and then we're gonna get Mansa Musa then.
First Maccabees chapter 3 verse 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen has sought to paint the likeness of their images.
Every single thing. Israelites, white. The Last Samurai, fucking Tom Cruise, white. Nigga, in order to be a samurai, you had to have a drop of black blood. That was brought out, man. Okay? Then we went into Yasuke, man.
Yep.
They're talking about the Last Samurai, some Edomite, man. They did a movie on Prince of Persia, Edomite. You know what I'm saying? They did it with the gods of Egypt, right? Anubis and all that. Some freaking Edomites, man. That's why that movie they banned it in a lot of countries and it didn't do good. Because that's whitewashing history. So anything that deal with antiquity or ancient, they always try to whitewash and put themselves in it. And even when we go to the Greeks and the Romans, you had the Spartans, the Lacedaemonians, Jake, it show you that in the comic, which the movie's based off the comic. These great philosophers, Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, Jake, man. Who's Aristotle? The teacher of Alexander the Greek. You go into some of the Roman Caesars, which they show you that now. Septimius Severus, his name means the destroyer. Severus, he was what? He was a Jake. Okay? And then you go later down to Constantine. I forgot, Elder Apostle Paul brought out too, Marcus Aurelius, who was a Stoic, more than likely was a Jake. There was a lot of them, man.
Yeah.
All right? Because Roman Empire wasn't really based off color. Anybody could be a Roman citizen. Paul was a Roman citizen.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He tells you that. All right?
Similar to the Roman Empire revised.
Yeah, like America.
Like America, yeah.
Like you had Obama as a president, whatever. So it was the same thing back in Rome. All right? A lot of them Caesars were Jakes until the 300. It was just completely Jake. Constantine on down, man. That's when Jake just took over the whole thing, man.
That was known as the Holy Roman Empire.
The Holy Roman Empire.
Before that was a Greco-Roman Empire.
The pagan Roman Empire. That
Pagan,
was the holy. The base was over there in Turkey. See? So Jake was all up in there, took over everything, but they lied in history, man. Right? Because I remember when the Black Panther movie came out, you had these two racist dogs. It's like, because how you call that place with the Panther? Where he lived at again? I can't remember. Wakanda, right? And the reason why Wakanda was so rich because it never got colonized. You see? And they had that precious metal. I can't remember that shit.
Vibranium?
Vibranium.
Oh, you got it.
That the technology, everything could run off of. You see? And it was a completely advanced, the most advanced civilization on Earth. And the Edomites was like, oh, that's a fairy tale. There's no place like that in Africa, blah, blah, blah. But y'all don't know history either, man. Because we're going to read about, Mansa Musa riches. We're going to read about Mansa Musa, man. See, and that's information that Aisha totally kept from you, man. All that he taught you was Martin Luther King. That's it. Martin Luther King, and they may throw Malcolm X in there, and that's about it. That's Black history, right? Martin Luther King Day all the way to Black History Month. It's just Martin Luther King. You know, and he's the reason why you Jakes are free. He's the reason why you could assimilate with us. This is the reason why you could use the same bathroom as a so-called white man. Because we don't give a shit. He was wicked as hell, man. Okay, and you're the beast, man, because we're going through the history right now. You didn't invent anything. All right? And we even went through certain events with Jake, Elijah McCoy, Alexander Miles, Grand VT Woods, the subway system, the rail system, roller coaster, that's Granville T. Woods, man. Alexander Miles, the elevator door open and shutting. We went into the guy who helped Thomas Edison. Remember we went to Lewis Lattimore?
Yeah.
The brother who was working side by side with him? See, we went into all that history, man.
Yeah.
All right, what you got?
So I got Mansa Musa on Wikipedia. It says Musa I from 1280 to 1337, right? It says, or Mansa Musa was the 9th Mansa of the Mali Empire.
West Africa, yeah.
One of the most powerful West African states. He has sometimes been called one of the wealthiest people in history, though his wealth is impossible to accurately quantify and it's difficult to meaningfully compare the wealth of historical figures. So it said down here, at the time of Musa's ascension to the throne, Mali in large part consisted of the territory of the former Ghana Empire, which Mali had conquered. The Mali Empire consisted of the land that is now part of Guinea, Senegal.
All West Africa.
Yeah, all West Africa, yep.
Yeah.
It says Mauritania and Gambia in the modern state of Mali. I'm trying to get into the point.
Did we have one if you click out Time Magazine Riches? Mansa Musa Time Magazine, whatever.
That's right now, it's lucky.
So they said it was hard to
even accurately see how much rich he was. Yeah, I got it right here. It says with a fortune of around 400 billion in today's money.
So they probably have more than that.
More than that, yeah. Mansa Musa of Mali, the first king of Timbuktu,
Ghana, yeah.
Yep. May not be a household name. Why? Because they
didn't put it in the school books. They didn't want you Jakes to know that one of the richest men in history looked like you, right? We not even talk about Solomon because the whole Bible is talking about us. But secular history, they didn't even go into that. Again,
but was by most estimates one of the richest people in history. All right, I'm gonna click some more.
Yeah. Now we're gonna get ye are the salt of the earth. Let's get that. Matthew 5. Yeah. See, they never told you that. See, when did we learn that information? When we came in the truth. See, I never knew you. You know about Mansa Musa when you was in school?
In the world, I heard of him.
Yeah.
In the world, I've heard of him, but I ain't know too much about him.
Yeah. And they never taught you that in school, right?
No, they never told me that in school.
They never taught.
I found that like online.
Yeah. Yeah. They said not a household name. I wonder why. If it was an Edomite, he would have been. How is Columbus a household name? And he was a murderer, man. Right? Yeah.
So read on down in the article. We want to get
Yeah. Read on down the article. Yeah.
It says deriving his wealth from his country's vast salt and gold deposits.
Salt, man. Salt and gold. See, she was telling you that the essential things of life. Salt is one of them, and that's gold is real money. All right. The dollar's not backed by anything. All right. It's supposed to be redeemable in gold or silver.
That's right. And that's how it started off.
That's how it started out in the ancient world. That was real money. And it tells you how the Roman Empire fell. It's because they started mixing their money also with precious metals, man. Unjust weights.
Unjust weights.
That's wickedness, man. So he had control of salt and gold, man. And I think ivory too. All right, go ahead.
That's right. So just imagine, this fiat currency that we currently use today is an abomination inside of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
It's wickedness.
It's wickedness. It's not backed by anything.
It's just exactly that, paper.
It's literally just paper. It was like a print.
Yeah.
You know, they print it. But I read on down Salaki, it says, I read it from the top, deriving his wealth from his country's vast salt and gold deposits, which at one time accounted for half the world's supply.
Half the world's supply he had control of, man. So that's wealth, man.
So he was way richer than $4 billion. I don't think you can put a price.
You can't put a price on that.
That's like putting a price on the elites right now.
Yeah.
You know, you can say how much they worth. You know, they worth
half the world's source of gold. Man was beyond wealthy, man. And it tells you he was so wealthy. I don't know if you could look that up. He gave everybody gold from Mali to Saudi Arabia. That's how charitable he was. And you know that wasn't no Edomite. No Edomite would do that, man.
Or no Hamite.
Hell no Hamite would do that. No. Hamites ain't charitable, man. It tells you from his Hajj to Mecca. And people saw his servants, because you know Jake do everything in style. So all his servants was coming with him to Mecca. Had the elephants and everybody was decked with gold. They're like, what is this? And everybody, every country came across, you just giving people gold, man. You know what I mean? Because he controlled half the world's source of gold, man. So you know that was an Israelite. What you got?
Khan, so it says, see if I can find it. I looked it up. They give me whole nother article, so I'm trying to skim through it to get straight to the point.
Is it gold, Hajj, Mecca? Yeah. So Mansa Musa, gold to Mecca, something like that. Is there or?
I gotta look at another one. I clicked this one right here. But when I looked it up, let me see.
See, that's pretty how much Shemal Shah. You got it. We're going to get that 1 Corinthians, the 9th chapter.
Alright, that's ready. Slack, y'all.
So you got to be temperate in all things. Prophecy, history, current affairs, conspiracies, health. We talk about everything. You Eves, get on your ass. You're supposed to balance it. Obviously, some brothers are more skilled than others. Some brothers more knowledgeable in history, some more the scriptures, some more the language and the prayers. Some may just have more faith. Some brothers are a lot more, charitable. See? So that goes on. The scripture says charity cover what? A multitude of sins. That's why Tobit's son got blessed, Tobias. Right? Because he tells you what he did for his brethren when he was in Nineveh, man. That's history. Because why? When the Assyrians are killing, what they'll do? They'll just throw them over the wall. Then we read a while back, the Assyrians were what? Pretty much the forefathers of torture.
Yeah.
That's when the Most High told Jonah to go to Nineveh. He was like, hell no, I ain't going to Nineveh. Because they were wicked, man. I tell you that when you go into Nineveh, Syria, you'll have bodies just stitched up before you enter the city.
Yeah.
And you read in Tobit, it gives you more detail. He just saw another but you northern kingdom getting killed.
Yeah.
And he will go bury you. And people was like, yo, stop doing that. The king gave a decree. Anybody they see doing, they going to put you to death. He said, no, I can't leave. Our brethren just dead. That's a brutal empire, man. And guess why the Most High did that to you, northern kingdom? Because you were wicked as hell, man. Look up Mansa and Seneca. They were horrible rulers, man. Horrible, man. tell you some of their men, they'll take their eye out, you know what I mean? As a form of, give you an order as a soldier. You don't do it, or you fail in a mission, I ain't gonna kill you, but take one of his eyes out. Take one of his miming, man. That's what the Syrians were doing, man. And they used to leave their victims, their body on display, like artwork. Stitch them together. See? So that's what the Most High told Jonah, y'all. Jonah was like, nah, I'm going to Turkey, man. I'm good, man. I ain't doing that. They wicked. See, and he tells you even when he went to Nineveh and he cursed their ass out, he was pissed off that the Most High spared them, man. You know? Because Nineveh was wicked, man. All right, what you got?
All right, so right here in Wikipedia, it says Musa made his pilgrimage between 1324 and 1325, spanning 2,700 miles.
27, and there was no cars back then. So, they had horses, camels, elephants, and everybody was decked out, man. How much people to carry? They show you?
Yeah. His procession reportedly included 60,000 men.
60,000 men came with him. So Jake was in style, man. Yeah.
All wearing brocade and Persian silk.
They were decked out, man. He going through different countries, and everybody there like, what is that? Who are these men? And he didn't just go to their country empty-handed. They say you more?
Yeah. It says including 12,000 slaves.
12,000 slaves, man. Go ahead.
Who each carried 1.8 kilograms or 4 pounds of gold bars, and heralds dressed in silks who bore gold staves, organized horses, and handled bags. Musa provided all necessities for the procession, feeding the entire company of men and animals. Those animals included 80 camels, which each carried 23 to 136 kilograms, 50 to 300 pounds of gold dust. Musa gave the gold to the poor he met along his road.
That's an Israelite. Even though he was going off, you're not supposed to be in Islam. But we just seen how decked out the man was, man. He had 60,000 people, 12,000 slaves,
80,000 camels. 80 camels.
I know they had elephants with them. You see what I'm saying? And he gave along his path 2,700 miles. Along his path, he gave everybody what? Gave them gold, man.
And they're gonna say a little more.
See, Bill Gates, Bezos, and all their wealth. You think they would do some shit like that? Hell's no, man. Scripture tells you in the book of Obadiah, of great gatherers, but they leave. He ain't gonna give you shit, man. Esau was back there. They'll try to tax him. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. Tax everything, man.
Yeah.
Wicked, man. Go ahead.
It says Musa not only gave to the cities he passed on the way to Mecca, including Cairo and Medina.
That's Cairo's Egypt, Medina's of Saudi Arabia. So they went from West Africa all the way to Saudi Arabia. And along his path, he was giving everybody gold. If that's not an Israelite, then I don't know who is, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
But also traded gold for souvenirs. It was reported that he built a mosque every Friday.
See, he was going off.
Yeah, he was going off.
But you see, but the scripture says they have a zeal of God, not according to knowledge. They could read the Salt of the Earth. So we did a little history, things you don't learn in school. All right. See that? So that was an Israelite, man. That was a Jake. See, and it's just like Solomon. It's scripture tells you Queen Sheba lost her breath when she met Solomon and she saw his kingdom. Because she actually thought the doorkeeper was him.
Yeah.
The brother who answered it, like, in this society here, go in the building, got the doorman. Man, the doorman, you think the doorman was freaking, one of the Rothschilds, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how decked out they were, man.
And she fainted.
Yeah.
No, she fainted, man. When she saw, I think when she met King Solomon, right? Or something like that.
Yeah. She said she thought it was, it was just rumors, but now she actually seen for herself. And she's not no average chick on the street. She's a queen, so she's already used to royalty.
Yeah.
So for her mind to be blown, then Solomon's kingdom was what? Immaculate.
That's right.
Right? Guess what the kingdom of heaven gonna be? It's gonna far surpass that.
And King Solomon was Yahushua. He's preparing a place for us right now. So just imagine the kingdom, man. It took what? I think it was 7 years to build the Lord's house.
So 13 years for his.
13 for his.
So imagine in the kingdom. You see, Mansa Musa was going off, but in the kingdom, read Deuteronomy 16:16. Then we gonna get to Matthew 5.
Deuteronomy 6:16.
16, yeah.
16.
All right. See, and it's beautiful to know your history, man. And guess what? We still learning some other things, man. Because this truth is what? Living waters. It don't stop. And that's why the Esau want to shut this down. Because the more you educate yourself and you get closer to your power, that scares the shit out of him, man.
That's right.
That's why he funds drill music. Them niggas can't make that type of music unless these wicked Amalekites give the go-ahead, man. Okay? If Jimmy Iovine and that other tall so-called Jew, Leah Cohen, if they say, oh, listen, we don't want none of this bullshit anymore, that shit will be dead overnight. You had Eric Adams, which drill music is wicked, but he coming at the rappers. It ain't the fucking rappers, it's the people that's got control over the label, man.
That's right, because they're not funding or promoting any conscious rap.
Yeah. If they say, oh, we not done. We're dealing with this gangster drill. That shit will be dead. It'll be overnight. It'll be dead. Interscope, Atlantic Records, Sony. If they say, yo, none of this gang banging shooting, we ain't dealing with that shit. Either you niggas change your tune, or we get rid of you, man. Right. Canceling out your contract, man. Guess what? All them niggas will start rapping more conscious, man. You see?
And then
but they want to keep us what? At a base level. Because they get to remain on top.
That's right. That's why they promote, even with drill rap, wickedness, even R&B, adultery, wickedness, all the music that's promoted is nothing but wickedness. And the Amalekites give the go-ahead because they got to go through their executives, so on and so forth. They got to, what's the word I'm looking for?
It goes into
they got to clear it.
Yeah.
They got to clear each song for albums, man. Yeah. So it goes to them. They listen to it. And you know when they listen to it, they're like, they rap on killing each other. This the one. Drop this, you know. Entitle it, killing another nigga. That's the name of the album.
I remember some guy told a story about that when Nas first came in. Yeah, I don't know if you heard that. He made a record about it's a freestyle. He said, I went to hell for snuffing Jesus, something like that. It's an old one. And the guy said, when he put him in the industry, the guy who was there telling the story, he said, as soon as he said that line, the guy was like, yo, that's the one. I want this guy. I want this guy. Yeah. And he was like, I don't know what the fuck. He said, I don't know if that guy was a devil worshiper. I don't know. But the way he jumped up when Nas said the freestyle, he was like, yo, that shit was crazy. Yeah.
He said he did what?
He said, I went to hell for snuffing Jesus, something like that.
Yeah. I think I heard that.
You heard that freestyle? Yeah. That was what got him signed. It was that freestyle? Yeah.
See? Yeah. The industry's off, man.
Yeah, they wicked, man.
They wicked. He said, he gonna promote this type of stuff? Need him.
Yeah.
Bring him.
See? And that goes into cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel, because they know you sons of the power. But they ain't gonna tell you that. Why should they? See? And that's why the elite scratching their head like, how did this? That means the spirit was working heavy with the elders in Harlem. Heavy. For them to come across that knowledge. Abba Bibbins on down. That's the spirit of the Lord. Because all the history they was going into back then as well. They were going into it, man.
They was going into the,
See, but it was just based in Harlem. Now the most out of the internet, you got to go in everywhere. And this scan shit. Not even Christians. The truth is forcing Christians to study. Now they have to actually read. No more singing and dancing and rolling on the floor. Now them niggas got to actually, now they got to actually go through the scriptures now.
Now they thinking to themselves like, hold on. What they saying kind of makes sense.
Are they what? And all of them Christians now, when they talking to other theologians, the main question they keep asking them now, okay, the Hebrew Israelites, this, that, what color were the Hebrews? That's the key question they keep asking now. What color were the Hebrews then? If they saying one thing and they're not the people, what color were the Hebrews, man? This is the question that's keep popping back up. They're losing members to the church, man. You see? Because through the truth, it's forcing everybody, man. Now you got to go through the text now. Now you got to read. Now you got to study. Because they constantly kept getting cut on the streets, the battles, man. Even if camps would be going off. IUIC, Sakari, ISUPK. You had Tazariak, right? Which when the spirit was on him, he slayed that entire conscious community. Polite and all the rest of you clowns. That's why Sonetta keep talking about what? Everything he talking about what? The Israelites. I thought he was a Pan-African. I thought the Bible was the white man's book, right? Everything now they keep talking about what? The Israelites, the Bible, right? Because this is the truth, man. See? Yeah, what you got?
Con, Deuteronomy 16 and verse 16. 3 times in a year shall all thy males appear before the Lord thy power in the place which he shall choose.
which was, you read about Acts the 2nd chapter, which was the Passover, Feast of First Fruits, Feast of Tabernacles. See? So we was just showing you Mansa Musa's Hajj. You imagine when we go in Jerusalem, man. You know, all the brothers from all the elect, wherever the most more likely Jerusalem. That's gonna be crazy, man.
Yeah, 3 times a year.
3 times a year, man.
My brothers linking up.
Yeah. You know, that's gonna be powerful, man. That's gonna be a sight to behold, man. You know, all the elite in one spot, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yahweh Shai, King David, Shalom, brother. I see you. You know,
We all just levitating.
Yeah, you can feel it, man. The heathen all the way outside.
They gonna feel the energy.
They gonna feel that energy.
Triple. Like, you know when they in Dragon Ball Z when Frieza coming, they sit like,
you know. You have the chariots parked out, the chariots. Chariots surrounding the city. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna look crazy, man.
God, man.
You know, and that's the kingdom.
Chariots glowing. Each chariot you see this more, you know, this decked out. Look at this one. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, all the sons of the power.
Yeah.
You know, come to celebrate the high holy day.
God.
You know, because we went into Mansa Musa, you know, his Hajj and how decked out they were, man. And they said they were dressed with what? Persian silk, the finest linen, 60,000 men, man.
Yeah.
Right? They wasn't dressed like no bums, man.
That's right.
You know, he had a ruling class man. He made sure he was good, but he made sure his men was good too. Because for you to plan that type of trip out, 2,700 miles, your men got to eat. So that's a lot of food, man. That's what they had the slaves there for. You know, you got to feed them. Your men got to be kept.
The animals.
The animals, yeah. And then on top of that, he gave everybody gold along the way. See?
Even
what you said?